Okay, commitment. It's not what you say, it's what you do
with passion.
Commitment. It's not what you say, it's what you do
with passion.
How many are committed to this card? You know, saying I'm going to be good at these things that are on the back of this card is one thing, but you know what? Writing your name behind it, that's a step. That's now an action step. That's what we call an action step. And you guys, who passionately wrote their name on this thing? Nice. I'm going to tell you a story. I got a phone call from a man that was a mentor of mine in my high school years. This was about a year ago. And he said, Eric, Jim Mast passed away. I go, you're kidding me. Jim Mast was a year older than me. And when I was a sophomore in high school, he was a junior, and we moved up. He was the all-star on our basketball team. Our team was ranked second in the nation, behind a team that had a guy named Quinn Snyder who played 4 years for Duke and went to 3 Final Fours. Okay, we had a really good, this is in Seattle, Washington. Jim Mast was my hero in life. And we were both mentored by this man who cared about youth. Kind of like your coaches here care about you, they're mentoring you, they're pouring into your life. Well, my wife is talking to the mentor of mine. His name is Steve Petermeyer. Steve Petermeyer is an interesting name. And my wife talks to his wife, and she goes, they talk to each other, and my wife's name is Renee. I'm throwing you a lot of names here. Renee, and you need to know something. When we were in high school, we knew a lot of the kids in high school, but there were 2 people we were real concerned about. We didn't think we were going to make it in life. We thought we were going to go down the wrong path. One was Jim Mast, and the other was Erik Carlson, your husband. Now, Jim Mast died at the age of 40-something, about to go to prison. He ran a big Ponzi scheme you know the guy, that Madoff guy that's in the news who did a Ponzi, this guy did that, and he stole a lot of people's money. He went down the wrong path, and he ended up dying of a heart attack. And I looked at my life, and I said, we both had faith. We both had faith when we were in high school. But the reason, and mine was shakeable. It wasn't unshakable. We both were shakeable. We both were fragile. But how do we develop unshakable faith that can keep us on the right path? So this is why, what we both had in common. This is why they were concerned about Erik Carlson and Jim Mast. It's because we both had similar home lives. Our home lives, we had moms who loved us, but unfortunately didn't know how. Alcoholics and rageaholics. Big time. Let me give you an example of what life was like in my household. And this is what they knew, and this is what they saw. Now at the time I'm thinking, I'm just surviving. How do I survive this? But this for me, my mom would one day say, Eric, I just love you. You're the best thing since sliced bread. Then the next day, she'd say, go clip the roses. How do you clip roses? Take these things and clip them. Well, I didn't do it right. I clipped them too short or something. I'm out front. All my friends are out front playing in the street. She opens the door. She sees that I clip them too short. Blood curdling scream. You F! And she said the F word about 7 times at the top of her lungs and in front of all my friends. And I cowered. I just wanted to disappear and die. Then the next day, Eric, I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again. I love you, love you, love you. Then the next day, I threw a sweaty shirt in the dirty clothes and it got them smelling. Ripped every poster off my wall. So I was fragile. I was shakeable. Now, what did that do to my view of God? I believed in God, but this is all I know. I know a mom one day loves me, one day it doesn't seem like she does. Now, all these years later, I know she did. She just didn't know how to show it, and she had a lot of problems, and she didn't know how to control herself. But I lost my train of thought. This is hard for me to say. I think the thing that made me lose my train of thought is because I have a 7-year-old boy in the front row here, Christopher, and I love this guy so dearly. And we want to have love in our house as much as possible. And it's hard for me to say these things in front of him, but he knows about this. Well, anyway, my mentor, Steve Petermeyer, said, Eric, I want to tell you about a guy named Jesus Christ. And I said, Jesus Christ, I believe in him. Jesus Christ loves you, and he wants the best for you. And I decided to put my faith in Jesus Christ. Now, like Billy Graham said, I can't see Jesus, but I can see the effects of Jesus. So throughout my life, once I accepted Jesus in my heart, do you think my life got better? It actually got a little worse at home. My sister worked at, I need you guys to be quiet, thanks. My sister moved out and it got worse. I was the only one there and it just seemed to get worse. But guess what? I started experiencing the abundance that Christ had for me amidst all the stuff happening in my house. And then, like the quote we had yesterday, you show me who you're hanging with and I'll show you your future. I said, I'm going to start hanging with people and spending time with people that want to have a relentless faith, that want to have an unshakable faith. So I look back now, I'm the same age as Jim Mass was when he passed away, and we went two way different paths. And for some reason, by the grace of God, I'm here, and I have a wife who loves me. I have children who I am so blessed I'm not worthy to have, and I get to spend my summer with you guys. And I really, really appreciate you guys listening to me tell this story. But the effects of my faith at one time was fragile. Now it's unshakable. Because I see the effects, just like the chair. The effects are, I almost started crying when you guys lifted Caitlin up in the air, out of the chair. That's the way it is. None of us, we all mess up. But there's an answer for each and every one of us, and it's Jesus Christ. And the best way I know how to explain this, and I'm going to tell a funny, but an amazing story about Christopher. He went to a basketball clinic that Brett and I put on in Lincoln. This is about a month ago, probably 2 months ago, to promote these camps.